Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Binding of Isaac. I have just returned from my vacation. It's, Sunday afternoon for me, and for you it's like Thursday when this comes out. I guess I'm just going to play Isaac because, it's been a while. Everything feels different right now. I forgot how to play this game. I'm also just completely used to like a laptop with rubber domes. Anyway, since you're going to ask, I know you're going to ask, the vacation was a wonderful time. And I really enjoyed myself, had tons of fun, all that good stuff. And I do indeed feel pretty refreshed. I am going to take a little chubby, very good item. But the smart thing to do would be to wait, since it is definitely special, and I could get a not special, or I could get more special items by leaving it there until I pick up my first special item. So, of course, chances are I won't get more than one item on this floor. Well, more than one more item, that is. Which obviously doesn't help me get a bunch of special items, but it's still, we could get something particularly good from the boss, and then that would be totally great. So Cancer's a significant fire rate increase. Alright, that's good, and... Ooh, that's an interesting offer. We'll see if we get to reroll that again. I'm okay sacrificing more to go back in there. If I don't get to, because I'll definitely take it. It's not a damage down, even though many people, at least previously, thought it was. Yeah. So let's see. Something vacation. I didn't need to take that. So I'm not going to get another reroll. And secret room is unfortunately next to the shop on the left. Or it could be next to the item room, I guess, actually. Either way, I don't know. It's a 50-50 gamble with only one bomb, and it's not even likely to be a big reward. Fighting pin here, that's fine. Hopefully we get, like, the pentagram. Something vacation. I don't even remember. Besides, it was a great time. And the drive was relatively very uneventful both ways. Oh yeah, I mean, this obviously doesn't even affect you because you can't even see it. But I got home and, like, I've been busy since. Just immediately back to work for me. That's my life, I guess. That's okay, I like this. It's not really work so much as it is just... conveniently something that helps me live. Yeah, well, I'm gonna end up taking the range up. I'm gonna end up taking the Ouija board. And I'm gonna end up taking a little chubby. None of that's bad. Range up, I like getting a range up. Ouija board's fine. It lets me shoot through rocks and things. Obstacles, so that's cool. Yeah, anyway, so I got back and I just completely reorganized my TV space with all my consoles. Yeah, that's not right. Okay, yeah, while I was there, I got a thing of shelves. And now all of my consoles are stacked on shelves, not literally on top of each other, but on top of one another with the shelves. And I have there's more space now, so I also didn't have enough space because I finally got a PS4. And I just didn't have a place to put it, but it arrived like as I was leaving, so I didn't set it up or anything. It wasn't a big deal. But now it's set up. Every console has its own place, and everything is good. Alright, definitely want to take the soul hearts. And yeah, everything is going well. So every console has a place, and it's all connected to my TV much more nicely. I found an HDMI port on my TV that was just like totally hidden because I'm a moron or something. It was really funny, but now I know I have 3 HDMI ports and not just 2, which makes my life way better. So, no, there's no reason that I need a huge speed up right away, but there's every reason that I need X-ray vision right away. Very good item, it's very useful. By the way, little chubby charges when we shoot, and then charges again. That's one item we do actually want to touch as Isaac. Anyway, charges and does 3.5 damage every frame that he's hitting something. Oh, well, that's a shop, and I don't have the money to buy that treasure map. Fortunately, that wasn't a habit. So I actually don't want to fight the boss right away because I want to be able to at least build up a reroll from getting out of the boss. So I'm gonna go do an extra room, which is not a big deal. And from there, we'll go to the boss. Wow, little chubby got rocketed there. So I don't think that I'm gonna accomplish much else on this floor, but I might... I mean, I'm gonna get a devil room, unless something catastrophic happens in this boss fight, which I really wouldn't expect to. see. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that, yeah, nothing catastrophic happened. So there's our devil room. We have pills there. In the devil room, we have the pact, which I'm absolutely going to take. And then I'm just going to save my own time and everyone else's time and not even reroll that and say, hey, maybe I'm going to give up all my soul hearts. Think about it. And I'm going to take the pills. I know, right? Bombs or Key is pretty good. I don't mind that. Tears Up's really good. Balls of Steel's really good. 2 soul hearts for us, and Bad Gas isn't bad. So this is really good. Now I can go reroll in the secret room, where hopefully I'll get raw liver. That's not quite raw liver. I don't want to touch that one though, because we can fight Sloth more and it can appear from there. So the pact is a damage up, a tears up, and 2 soul hearts to make up for the 2 red hearts that you traded to get it in most circumstances. And then tears up pills, another nice tears up, and we still have cancer, which is a big tears up, remember? So basically we are firing really quickly, and we have a little more damage than we started with. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. We do still have a little chubby. With all these soul hearts, I'm going to go check this out. What is going on? We are getting incredibly lucky. It's like the game saying, yeah, don't leave me again. I just need you in my life. And I'm sorry that I ever trolled you. That's what's happening right now, and I'm okay with it. This is exactly the kind of run that I want to see coming back from a nice 3 days off or 4 days off or whatever it is. I guess I took 4 days off since I didn't record the last day before leaving, and that's why I'm recording the day I got back, like a couple hours of being busy later. So yeah, 4 days off. And it was good. Got some nice voice relaxation and had some fun. It's all the good stuff. And I'm ready to be back. Although I don't want to go back to classes, that's for sure. Alright, so we've got the top secret room and it's a bunch of red hearts, and that's not really what I was looking for. I'm gonna go to the curse room, and this one's gonna... Jeez, this is incredible. So I'm not gonna reroll the lump of coal here, because lump of coal is actually just really good. Increases the damage of our tears based on how long they've been on the screen in frames, and I've got a range up, as well as a very high rate of fire. This is going to be incredibly valuable to me, and, you know, just because I could reroll for a Devil Room item doesn't mean that I want to, because this is very, very good. Because it's just 0.14 damage up every frame, and that's pretty significant. So now we've got a lump of coal. I would love to visit the shop. I knew that this was a dead end. Why did I go here? Yeah, I would love to visit the shop, like, as soon as I can, too. Because I want to get the purse so that I can keep cancer after I get to the Polaroid. That would be a pretty nice thing to be able to do. Alright. I don't have any bombs, so never mind that. I don't have any bombs, so never mind that as well. We'll get there. Don't you worry, your pretty little heads. We will get there. Okay, so that's a bomb, and I'd rather use it on the beggar. I would rather use it on the beggar this time. I have 5 cents to spare, and he's pretty much gonna pay out with something, which we can at least reroll. So neither of those are in any other pools. I don't need to touch them. Doesn't matter. I mean, I was right. He was pretty likely to pay out with something. I just didn't expect it to be an item, and only after 2 cents. So that gets us to the Tinted Rock, so that's all good. I know the damage you do to the fires doesn't seem to matter unless it's some massively incredible amount of damage, so I don't know. I'm going to get the Tinted Rock. I'm going to start focusing on the shop reroll. There are going to be 2 item rooms here since it's a Curse of the Labyrinth or an XL floor. So I don't know. I want to get to those like kind of soon, if possible. Oops. I want to get to both item rooms. Then there are 2 bosses, but those are right in a row, so it's not like I have to find both of them or anything. Okay, so shop reroll gets the priority, like I said. Oof. Okay, there we go. I needed you to be dead. That gets me to this chest for free, and I like that a lot. But I don't like that a lot. I'd take it if I did get the purse that I'm after here, but I don't expect to do that. I mean, I'll try, of course. I would very much like to do that. but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. So let's see if our realism tricks the game into a false sense of complacency and gives me exactly what I'm after. Not quite. Not quite. Okay then. That's okay. Let's continue getting rerolls. There's plenty left of this floor, as it is quite big. 1.8 times as many rooms as a normal caves floor, and it's nice that it is the caves and not necropolis. Or not the catacombs. If we got necropolis instead of the caves, I would be very unhappy. Like, that would be among the worst things that could happen. Okay. One of these days we're bound to see an item room, and I mean it, we're bound to. We literally have to one day. Maybe not today, but one of them. Okay. Boom. It's almost like I knew what I was talking about. That day did happen to be today, of course. Ah, nice, a soul heart. So I get to go in here, Whore of Babylon. I'd rather, again, I'm rerolling the shop right now. So I'm okay taking that, even though it's not particularly useful at the moment. It could be later, and if I do end up taking it, I'll totally play to have it active, probably. I'm not guaranteeing that. Just because I say this doesn't mean it's going to happen. But I might probably play to activate it. So that would be a thing. And it's just, it's okay, I guess. It's not that useful, but I'd still rather be rerolling in the shop, like I said. Okay, so that's the second treasure map, which means there are no more of those left. And of course, if I say, oh, I'm going to take it probably, why not take it immediately? And that reason is, what if I get habit and something goes horribly right, then I may as well get that going, you know? So now just continue with the adventure as normal until something does or doesn't go horribly right. Okay, that was almost a problem, but it turned out okay. Ah, darn. Okay, so that's another reroll. That is the High Priestess, Mom's Foot, stomp on an enemy or me, depending on the situation that I try to use it in. But now we've got a shop to go to. I just want a purse. That's all I want. It would really complete my outfit. And I'm looking for the right one. But I can't seem to find it. So let's see if this shop might have it. That's our second compass, so we're not seeing that again from that pool. We might see it in a challenge room, though. So it's not like I can't get it. And yes, I'd love to have it. And I think that, honestly, it might be smarter to be rerolling in the item room. Or, you know, second item room, or that other room there. But the reason that I'm not is because if I happen to get the habit, it's better that I have it now or earlier when there are more items still available than later. Well, if I'm not expecting to get the habit, which I mean I'm not, but I'd still play it as though I am, then yeah, it totally makes sense to go for the, other thing first. For item room stuff, and not worry about shops. Although, since this shop does not contain greed, the next one probably will. And, you know, who knows if we're going to get like an XL floor, in which case we're screwed out of any more shops. So I guess it's kind of important to do it now while we still have the ability to do it at all. But, you know, can't see the future yet. I haven't quite gotten that far. Alright, that was a nice big loop. Alright, I've got a reroll as well. Can you just give me the purse? And honestly, not the habit. I want to kind of just casually ease back into Isaac and not be thrust into all of the horrible things that can possibly befall the game by my hand. But we've got lots of red hearts laying around, and that means that there's so much I could do if I did get the habit. I should be able, I mean, I'm definitely able to have gotten an arcade here. It's just not guaranteed. Of course, if it is there, I would definitely take the time. Now, funny thing I could do is take that notched axe and then use it to get to any like things that require bridges. But it would take forever, and I really don't want to. Because what you do is make sure that if you or using the D6 at least, make sure that you've just used the D6 and it doesn't have any charge, because you're going to lose it if you don't do that. You're going to lose whatever charge you had. But you pick up the notched axe, you press space to use it, and then you swap spacebar items, and you'll get the notched axe's effect, but you'll use the charge of whatever item you had, like that you're holding instead of it. So it's pretty nice to be able to do that, but it makes you move slower when you're holding it above your head, and so it's just really kind of inconvenient. And I don't like doing it unless they're like 6 tinted rocks and I can't get any of them or something. Or I mean, even if there's 1 tinted rock, I'll at least get a tinted rock from it, but I try to avoid it otherwise. But that is a possibility, and it'll just use the charge. Even if there is none, it'll still work. Like if you have no charge on your D6 and you're using it with the D6, it'll still use it. It just doesn't use the notched axe's charge, is all I'm getting at. Which is a pretty cool exploit to know. That one, I remember when no one knew about it. And they were like, oh my god, that was so silly. Because yeah, it does take forever. And especially on an XL floor, I would hate to have to do it. But if you're trying to play optimally, which I never am, because playing optimally is no fun. If you're trying to do that, and that's an option, it might be the right one. It's not always the right one. Just because you have like enough money doesn't mean that spending your money on that is the right choice. It just could be. Oh, come on. I also still need a key. A key would be pretty choice right now. So I'm probably going to end up opening up that chest down in the bottom right in hopes of a key. And I no longer have the notched axe, so I'd have to do it with my bomb. We'll see what happens. Unfortunately, that secret room wasn't in a convenient enough location to get me to either item room or anything of value. I expected that the boss would be here or in the next room. Okay, there's a key. I don't see a reason to hurry. So I'm just going to do this now, and then I'll get a reroll right after the boss. So this was perfect timing, and that wasn't actually something that I could have orchestrated. Like, I couldn't have intentionally orchestrated it. Of course I did orchestrate it unintentionally by maximizing my stuff that I did. Pistol. And so if I had rerolled that first boss item, I would have gotten a cube of meat, because the pool of the second boss is the pool that the first boss takes from if you reroll. But the first boss will still drop whatever its normal item is until you reroll, then you get whatever. So I'm getting a cube of meat. That's just a thing that's happening. And let's see what we've got from the other item room. Hopefully it's just decent, and I'm okay taking it, because I'm using my last reroll in the shop. And, I mean, watch me get the habit, and then I'm just going to be so sad. So I guess why don't I do that now? There is nothing for me to damage myself red heart-wise with, so that's kind of unfortunate. Which means, like, I'd have to be sacrificing soul hearts, which I wouldn't want to do too much. So I'd probably settle for, like, the first not terrible passive I saw from everything. So, like, Whore of Babylon would just be something that I take right away. Steam Sale isn't worth taking. I don't remember what that pill is. I'm going to buy it. Bombs are key. Yes. So now I'll do that. Suddenly extra key. So Steam Sale is not worth buying, because as Isaac, when I already have the D6, there is no value in it, because I can, well, no value in having it, because I can repeatedly cause it to spawn by killing greed, leaving something alive, and then leaving, and then greed will respawn, but he can drop Steam Sales all the while, so you can just farm greed, and I already have the X-ray vision, so I can walk in and out of secret rooms, and it's a free farm there. It's just, greed is pretty hopeless, and yeah, it's just not worth having, because I can get so many of it to reroll into better things. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with this. Adds a health up, and the only thing that's wrong with it, I don't actually mind that much, but the only thing that's wrong with it is that no longer can I farm it in the chest from gluttonies, because of course if you fight numerous gluttonies in the chest, as long as you kill them last, you can always get a drop from them if you haven't picked it up. So I frequently in the past would find myself in some situation where I'm kind of dying on the chest or in desperate need of help for whatever reason in the chest. And I'd fight gluttonies, I'd kill them last, and I wouldn't pick up their health until I finished and found the boss. And then I would suddenly be able to pick up like 3 health ups or something. All the same one, but because I hadn't picked it up, it could appear again, much like the way that farming Steam Sale works. So it's important to keep these kinds of things in mind, as they can come in handy in actually practical ways instead of ways like, oh, I didn't need these items, but I'm powerful enough to kill greed a bunch of times so I could get some extra ones. No, it could also be used to save your life, basically. I mean, you could farm the same gluttony if you wanted to. So it's practical. I'm gonna take a drink of water now. So the game's frozen, and what that means, hopefully, isn't that there's an XL floor. Because if there's an XL floor, I would expect to fight greed in the shop, and I would be very disappointed, and this is exactly why I was re-rolling in that shop over all else on the last floor. But it could also mean nothing. This could just be the depths one, and doesn't matter. Come on. Ah, it's freezing again. So we have to wait again for the moment of truth to see if, well, hopefully our day isn't ruined, basically. I said basically twice, I noticed. How sad. Okay, so this time don't crash. And, I mean, well, not crash, but freeze. Oh my god, seriously? Seriously? Yep, okay, I did it again. It'll get here eventually. At least it's the depths. And at least we found the item room immediately, but there's not much I can do if it's greed and doesn't drop a Steam Sale. Okay, I can work with this. Actually as well, one thing you may not know is that I can use that just fine and not be guaranteed to fight a horseman. Reason being, it's an XL floor, so on an XL floor, the Book of Revelations does not affect the boss. Even though, yeah, it could totally affect the first boss. You would think it would. It doesn't have to. It can't. It might not. Or it can't, actually. It just does not, under any circumstances, affect the first boss on an XL floor. So that's pretty nice. Sadly, I do not have any keys, so I can't get into that item room. But fortunately, I can reroll in the shop for the thing I still want very badly, which is, of course, the purse. And at this point, well, let's just hope it doesn't happen, but if the habit showed before the purse, I really don't want that. I really just want to take the purse and have a fun run, and I think I've earned it at this point. Candle, don't need that. That's just an annoyance. So I'm also kind of on a schedule at the moment, so I don't have time to break the game, but you know, it's always nice to have the habit, and I would love to have both. I mean, if something had appeared last floor, then we'd be in a position where I could get both, and it, you know, wouldn't be something that I had to decide between my 2 favorite children or something. So, I don't know. I think that right now, purse. I think it's all about the purse, and that would be really frustrating for most of you, probably. Not so much for me. But it would be sad, I guess, if I had to reroll the habit to get the purse. But as long as I get the purse first, it doesn't matter. So do that, game. Also, I got this so that I could do this and try to get a key. I have 4 bombs, so I would use one on this if it didn't pay out in time. Wow. Alright, that's nice. That's not what I'm looking for, though. I'm really, really looking for a key and nothing else. Honestly, well, maybe 2 keys, but just let's take things one step at a time. I don't need this health, and you blew up for me, so I don't even have to kill you, but you didn't give me a key, so it doesn't actually help. Gosh. Wow. Actually gonna touch this one so that I can play it for a key. Won't take that long, hopefully. Come on. You can do it. That's balls of steel, so that's pretty nice, but it's not a key, but it's good. And I will accept it. I'm happy to see that. On this floor, I wouldn't want to fight the second boss, but fighting the first boss would be totally fine. So given that opportunity, I will in fact do that. But otherwise, I don't know. Okay, this tinted rock. I never thought I'd be saying it, but I want it to just drop a key. Just a key. Oh, I couldn't get into position to get that to blow it up for me, sadly. Thank you. Thank you. Based tinted rock. Gave me a key and the small rock, which is a damage up, a tears up, and a speed down. So of course I would look out for a speed up to counteract that. Though, nah, I don't want Mom's Knife. It's just, I have a very nice setup, and I'm working very hard to keep the cancer trinket to make it just like as fun as possible. So Mom's Knife's a reroll if I get that opportunity, which I don't know that I will, because the shop has been trolling me incessantly. Like, literally incessantly. I've been rerolling nothing but it, and it's just given me nothing but nothing. Don't know this pill. I mean, that's not how probability works, but I'm feeling like we're due for a bad one. Luck down's actually good, so forget me and my thoughts, because my thoughts are just wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. But again, that's probability. It could be great, it could be bad, but it doesn't matter what the other ones are. They could all be great. So, okay, let's give this one more play since it's here and we've got a coin. Bomb is something, I guess. Thank you. Did that have to be so hard? So now we actually have rerolls on the item rooms, which is amazing. Thank you. I can reroll Mom's Knife, all that. Also, I just moved my legs around a little bit because they were getting uncomfortable. You might have heard that. So there's our secret room. I think that was the secret room. It should be. And that has greed in it, which I just accidentally killed, but I didn't honestly want to farm it yet. Okay, that's not important at the moment, but it's good to know. There is still, like, there are ways for me to get the habit, I just don't expect to, or I don't expect to try to particularly hard. But the blood bag would still be really useful because I do need a speed up at this point. A little bit late, but not too late. So I'm fine with that. That's a good pickup. Okay, what do you have? Okay, so this is bombs or key. Yes. This is bad gas. How about no? Now, would I rather reroll in here? I'm going to say that the obvious answer and honest answer is no. I wouldn't rather reroll in there right now. I do have unlimited keys for now. That's a tears up, so I may as well take that. And unlimited keys just means that I can open things willy-nilly here and there as much as I want. I'll touch this one because it could appear in the challenge room. And I'll reroll this first. Celtic Cross is decent, but as long as I have so many rooms left, I'm not going to take anything that isn't amazing. So that's what I'm thinking. Those are the strats. Also, pushpin's pretty useless, but you see sometimes we fire a white tier off, and what it is, that's the pushpin. We have a 1/10 chance to fire a spectral and piercing tier. Obviously our tiers are already spectral, but those white ones are also piercing. So they'll travel through an enemy instead of hitting the enemy. They'll do the damage and travel on, continue able to do damage to another enemy. I don't really think it's worth using a bomb to get to that chest. Or, yeah, bomb. I just don't think so. That's my thought. You might disagree. I wish I could use a bomb to get to that key, however, even if I have 4 keys and unlimited keys for this floor. That's still really something that I'd like to have. I'd like to have more of them. That's the moral of this story. Alright. Yeah, that's better for the remainder of the floor. even if it isn't that amazing. It's only, I mean, it's a, let's see, 9% increase if you want it additive. So we have a 19% chance that a non-specific red heart drop is a soul heart drop. I'd rather take that than the knife, so I'm going to reroll the knife. And from there, I guess we'll see what happens. I want to touch that because it gives me 5 bombs, and 5 bombs sounds pretty enticing because I didn't have many. And then hopefully I can reroll that. Of course, that is a higher priority reroll than the Celtic Cross, as the Celtic Cross is passive and pretty good. So I'm just gonna do that. That's the plan. Another bombs or key would be nice. Maybe I shouldn't have blown that one so early. No, that was my fault though. That was purely my fault. That was a pretty dumb dodge. That's okay. Wow, this is a big floor. I like it. I'm honestly surprised, and that was wow. That was very wow. Yeah, I like this. This floor has so much to it. Okay. We can go this way, and we can go this way. Of course, I do need a small speed up. We'll see what I end up with. I would definitely rather reroll Dead Bird than anything else on the floor. Yeah, there's the secret room. Dead Bird's decent, but still. I'm just going to focus on item rooms for now. And then if I miraculously can get enough rerolls, I'll start worrying about the top secret, or not the top secret room, the secret room. Finally a red chest that wasn't, like, amazing. Okay, then. It handles you. We get another key. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Woo! 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 I was saved by my minor knockback. I didn't need more than I had, though, which was nice. Because those few situations where knockback is actually moderately helpful, I feel kind of bad, but not actually bad at all about not taking shot speed. I don't feel bad at all. Just I don't, but it's kind of funny when it would help me. Rainbow Baby's decent, and apparently not special, as it turns out. I'm going down here for the golden chest, since I know it's open to me. So I guess I'll start rerolling in the secret room now. What? 2 dimes. What do I do with all this money? I have nothing to do with all this money. Okay, though. I'll take it. I will allow it. Yeah, you know what? Let's just take both items that are available to me at the moment. Rainbow Baby's okay as a familiar in my opinion because it can fire Little Gish's Tears, which slow enemies and are amazing because of that. And Celtic Cross, well, I don't have Polaroid invincibility, although I can very easily get down to Hort Babylon like I said I might. Still, let's just take it. Reason for that being that 20% chance of invincibility for just under 7 seconds when we get hit. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, we just get out of here, and that worked exactly as planned. I'm really glad because that was kind of risky, but, you know, it was fine. 1 bomb and 0 keys for this is totally fine in my opinion. Justice, not bad. I like this more than I like the arcade, although I want the... Oh, wow, okay. I want the blood bag, yes. But the chance at a devil room item is pretty pleasing. Because the mark is actually a speed up. It's also a soul heart and 1 damage up. So that was about as good as it could have been. And yeah, I should stack up on health for now. I mean, I kind of shouldn't, but I'm going to because lazy or something. So 1 damage up, 0.2 speed up. It should make up for what we lost just fine. I might not be at Isaac's base speed, but then again I might. I don't know how much speed down the small rock is. I'm going to say right now, the chance of me getting another reroll for the first boss is incredibly low. That might even be a sacrifice room, in which case I'm not even going to get one for the second boss. I don't need to worry about getting to the devil room, however, so I don't know. We'll see. Ankh, I don't take respawn items. I don't like respawning. Extra deaths. And if I can't win the first time, why win? I like having more of a challenge. It's just kind of my motivation behind anything that you think is dumb that I do. It's to add challenge, mostly. Because it's not hard for me to win this game anymore in the vast majority of runs, so I just add a little bit of artificial difficulty in fun ways. So, oh, excellent. Actually, we do get another reroll for the other thing. So, like, I don't take a speed up past Isaac base health. Yeah, Isaac's base speed is exactly enough to do everything that you need to do. And I like that because you have to do it right. So more speed making it easier, well, why would I want it to be easier when I could already win if I wanted to? And there are a lot of ways to do that. You know, trading all my health for a deal with the devil that probably isn't the biggest deal to have. Stuff like that. It just makes the game a little bit tougher in ways, and I like it. So bombs are key. Gonna use that now, and then I'm gonna see what's over here, yonder, places. I think that this was my High Priestess card, and I want that back. So, if we fight war, I'm gonna reroll the cube of meat for a normal boss item. Since, remember, the first boss takes from the second boss's pool, and as such, cube of meat could reroll into a normal boss item. And I like that. I like that a lot. So, even if we fight war, not at all a big deal. Mom's Pearl didn't seem to do anything for us. And hey, look at that. Like I said, not even a big deal. We're also easily fast enough this time, so war couldn't possibly have killed me there. So let's break this. It can't be the small rock, so it's not like I'd get a double reroll there. No. Definitely not interested in that. And yeah, I prefer the first cube of meat. So here's the thing, if I fight death, now I can take that, since chances are I won't be able to reroll it like I could here, because if the next floor is an XL floor, that's pretty crazy. And that's a shot speed up. I'm not interested in that at all. We're out of here, and I'm going to drink a little bit of water. Alright, here we go. It's freezing, so we're going to get another... Nope. Really, though? Well, if it is death, I will completely reroll its cube of meat. Because I'd prefer to only have one and get another boss item. Absolutely. But it's really weird that we actually got another XL floor. 3 in a row. 3 out of 4 possible XL floors happened. This one's utero, sadly, so that one's kind of unfortunate, kind of bad. Okay, so we can't get anything here because we already have heart. We have less than 3. Boss challenge room doesn't help me at all, as it, I need to have less health than I do. This is a really dumb thing to do. Oh, God, nope. Alright, you win this round. You win this round. So I touched that one because that gives me 1/3 of the way to being Guppy. Now, of course, Dead Cat would have brought me down to 1 health, and that means I could have gone to the boss challenge room, which could have had something particularly nice in it. Yeah, I concede that, but I didn't really want to do that. Left the room and re-entered to increase the blast radius of the bomb, and hope for a tinted rock that we can't see, because you can't see tinted rocks in the womb. Okay, good. I could have gone badly, and it didn't. Okay, that's good to know. I'll try not to forget it. Chances are I will, but these things happen. I don't really mind. Everyone else does, but I don't see why. So I'm going to continue sacrificing health here, which is, like, terrible beyond belief as an idea. But I will continue sacrificing my soul hearts in order to get something out of this. And I will take Spirit of the Night, even though it's only flight at this point. Flight is something, and I didn't have to pay red heart containers for it, and I could stop paying my soul hearts to get stuff. So I'll totally take it. And flight just means I can fly over rocks and things like that, spikes. I also don't have to pay any more to go into curse rooms, only to leave. So that is something. Oh, that was my fault. Completely. So of course, this is me getting into a dire place. I like this though. Health up is all I desire from you. As long as you don't kill yourself, I don't really care if you want to drop those. You are welcome to drop as many as you like, as long as you don't kill yourself with them. I don't need that. I don't need that either. Just give me a health up. Well, he's taken my words to heart, basically. Thanks. There we go. So I'm stacking up on health a little bit. Would have been nice if we'd seen Guppy's paw. That would have made my life quite nice. Although, yeah, we could still see Guppy's tail there, since I haven't seen Guppy's tail in the Devil Room, only from a red chest. So we could also open up another red chest and get another Guppy's tail or dead cat. But that would only put me 2/3 of the way to being Guppy, and that doesn't make me Guppy, obviously. So remember that Eternal Heart, I'm telling myself, and currently, yes I do, I remember. So you didn't have to tell me. God, it's so annoying when you do that. I know how to live my own life. You're not my real mom. Me? There you go. Okay, you have some money that I could need. Maybe there's a beggar again. Maybe he's particularly greedy as well. That's fine. I can dig it. Of course, keys are among the most welcome of things. Alright, that's going to blow up all the rocks. No tinted rock happens. That is not the stuff. Oh, that was pretty silly. And it didn't die. That's literally a miracle. Okay, that's another coin. I don't even know why I went in this room. I didn't really have any reason to. However, it's okay, because I'm going to get a drop and I'm not going to have anything bad happen, and it doesn't matter. See, I get a chest too with a key and 6 cents. So that was worthwhile. Now, the reason we're getting a bunch of chests right now is because I have 2 luck down pills. And like I said, luck down's actually good, which is weird when you think about it, but it is. So I'm going to be double playing this. This will get me to the point where I can go to the boss challenge room, or not, but I get another blood bag, so I don't really mind. Wait, seriously? Where does this link to? That's crazy. I'm doing it if only because I can. This is a bigger floor than I expected it to be. That's a bad trinket for me. Okay, there's the link. I've discovered the everything. Oh, well, look at you. Aren't you fancy? So the blood bag will get us back to full health. Give us a health up. I remember the Eternal Heart. I'm not going to bother playing those. They could be useful, but I don't really want to. And it's the bloat. That's okay. That is going to give me a normal boss item from the start, which is good, honestly. Wow, that was really silly of me. I'd prefer that. And I'm okay with that. So we're good. There was also another speed up, of course, in that blood bag, but I don't mind having high speed when I already have flight. Because flight, whoa, that was, oh, whoa, calm down. Yeah, when I have flight, I don't really mind speed because I'm already, it's just not possible for it to mess me up really in the same ways, and I already have something that makes the game so much easier. Okay, so we're in repeated bombs, and that's all good. Means that I have less work to worry about doing. Devil Room is merely a trapdoor to Sheol, but there's still the rock behind the statue, and maybe today's the day. It is not. So I'll grab the Eternal Heart. What is speech, and how do I it? And I will go to the cathedral, as there is definitely a chance I can go to the cathedral. The reason I don't go to Sheol ever is because it's way too easy, and it would just be a guaranteed win on the vast majority of runs, so it just isn't really that interesting comparatively, because I can get so many items in the chest And even if the bosses aren't well designed like Satan, they at least give me a run for my money. So they're more interesting even if they're worse. That's all there is to it, really. Let's do it. And no, the Devil Room's in a different place, but it's not different. Curse of the Lost increases the size of the floor. So really, we've just constantly been having things to make the floors bigger. And it's kind of ridiculous. Luck doesn't affect that or anything. And don't worry about that. That's interesting. Wow, another tinted rock. That's also pretty crazy. Of course, the formula for a tinted rock's likelihood of appearance is the number of rocks in the room, excluding rocks from the first and last row, divided by 115. That's according to the mechanics guide, so it's not just the number of rocks over 91 that you would expect it to be, as there are apparently 91 tiles in a room. No, it's number of rocks over 115, but don't count the rocks in the first or last row, or something. That's what the mechanics guide says. Although, have there been? There are totally tinted rocks in the first and last row, aren't there? Maybe there aren't. I mean, I could just be totally wrong about thinking that there have been before. Who knows? Okay, so that was really good stuff there. This is a dead end, sadly. But Sloth and Super Sloth is not hard. And we could get Bob's Curse here, which I totally want to take. Fine, it's pretty good. Didn't get it, so we got a Tarot card, Wheel of Fortune. I would rather take that to the chest because I can just blow up the slot machine and get an item. So that's another reroll in the room there, in that first room with 4 chests. And yeah, it would be smart and nice to take the High Priestess into the Isaac fight, use it there. However, guess what I'm not going to do? It's too much backtracking. It's far too much. It's just not... No! Hey. Can you not? There you go. That's all I needed from you. Okay, and then that will do it. We'll get another coin. I don't need those. So I don't feel very threatened by Widow on when I have Flight. Alright. That room's easy. Bombs are things I actually do want to see. Okay, that's not what I want to see, but we're good. We found the boss, and yeah, we'd have to backtrack all the way across the whole map if we wanted to use that tarot card effectively. And I don't want to do it that badly. There is the Chariot card, but still more backtracking. I'm not into it. Does not seem necessary to me. Of course, if I lose, that's fine. That happens. I think we got this just fine. It will be challenging, as I do only have 1 orbital, and I do have a very high rate of fire, so Isaac will fire very frequently back at me. We have the Celtic Cross, so maybe we'll get that just under second sevens is what I was going to say, I guess. 7 seconds of invincibility. And that'll carry me through the rest of the fight or something. Although, I have only been hit once, so it's not even important yet. Oh, there we go. And we did get invincibility. So, basically, this game can suck it. I don't like the angelic babies. They're the worst. We got more invincibility. GG, game. And we get a soul heart back, so it's like we only took 1 damage there. And I like it. Let's go. So let's see what we have in these. Boom, scapular. Yeah, I'm going to reroll all of them. Scapular, normally something I like, but I'm not getting the habit, and I would be willing to bet. Oh, technology. Technology. Yes. I will definitely do that. I fire so quickly that you can't always see it. That's interesting. Quad shot? No thanks. Miter, a bit late. So we're just going to roll with this, and then we'll reroll the other things. Sacrificial Dagger doesn't actually block tears for us, so it's not really a useful orbital. So I'm not going to take that either. Well, I can't even see it. How silly is this? I like it a lot. A lump of coal becomes +2 damage when you have technology or brimstone. So it's still useful, and it doesn't actually matter how far away I am anymore. So I guess it's actually better. In a lot of situations, at least. It's not necessarily better, because of course I could be firing from so far away that it gets +2 damage anyway. I don't know if that's likely, but it's definitely possible. I'm trying to goad Gluttony into shooting its laser and killing something for me, but that wasn't happening, so oh well. So he can give me soul hearts, basically, which is all that's the only reason to kill him last. It would be really nice to have killed Lust last as well, since I could have gotten the virus. That would have been helpful. Nah, I don't want any of those. But, you know, that worked out. We got 2 soul hearts, and I'm happy with that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so double Monstro 2 is never a good time because you just get screwed. They get out of sync, your life becomes terrible, and you just have to hope. Okay, once you kill one, though, life restores order, or order is restored in life. I'll just take Skeleton Key because I don't want to come back here for rerolls, and I probably won't even get to with all those items out there that are just begging to be rerolled. Even though it's totally, wholly unnecessary. I'm good to go with just taking that one. Of course, Skeleton Key gives me 99 keys. And remember, with the luck up or luck down we have, we'll be able to open, or we'll be able to get lots of normal chests. Oh, that was unfortunate. So I can do that. Moon teleports us to the secret room, so that's not really helpful to me at all since I have X-ray vision. I don't want any of that either. Doesn't help me at all. And we'll just continue clearing up this floor until we get something interesting or whatever it is that we do. I honestly don't know if I'm actually full clearing. I'm just kind of not guessing effectively intentionally, but if I find the boss, I'll probably do it immediately since I'm actually relatively close to dying. So I wanted to get a half heart so that I could get polar invincibility if I got to my last legs. Rather than, wow, that was unfortunate. Rather than just getting to full health, which is worse. Okay. We have pretty good damage output. And now with infinite range, we're pretty set. Although, I don't know, how many frames would it take to get 2 damage and make Lump of Coal worse for technology? Well, 15 times 5 is 75, so 15 times 6 is 90. 15 times 7 would be 105. That sounds right. So 1.05 at 10 frames? No, 150 at 10 frames. 1.5 at 10 frames. It would take about a second, I guess is what I'm getting at. By about a second, I mean less than a second. But, yeah, I don't know. Why would I think about taking that? I don't need to take that. So, we got the Large Odd Mushroom. It would take less than a second for 2 damage to be beaten. That's pretty crazy. That's a small damage up for us. It's a speed down, health up but unfilled, and it's a small range up. Same as Jesus Juice, I believe. So I'm killing Lust last this time. Since, like I said, it would be nice if I could have Poison Touch. And I got it. That's also a speed down, but interestingly enough, the speed downs of those 2 items do not stack with one another, so we only got 1 speed down. Really weird, but apparently that's just how the world works, and I am willing to accept and allow it. So we only got 1 speed down, but now when we come into contact with an enemy, we do significant contact damage and then poison them for damage over time. Very good. Monstrous Tooth is not what I'm looking for, nor is the Hermit. The Hermit's a random teleport. So that's even worse than the Moon, which is a targeted one. Of course, to the secret room. Speedball, speed up, shot speed up. No thank you. Although shot speed is worthless at this point, I guess, since I have, like, it can't do anything for me or against me, since I have technology. Not a big deal. I don't need another speed up. I'm still fast enough. And it doesn't matter. It's another reroll that's better that way. So as it turned out, I went the completely wrong way each time and managed to full clear the floor. Unless there's some other split that I can't possibly foresee. Alright, let's get... Wow, we're not getting another reroll. Alright, fine then. What items are there? I don't even care. Let's just take this in. Do it. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So now when we get hit, we want to run in. Since we have plenty of invincibility from getting hit, 1 second. We want to run in and then get some poison in there, place a bomb, because I guess we can. Although our bombs didn't end up getting buffed at all, which is okay. And then we're already in phase 3, which is amazing. So I think we can call this a win. And it was a very fun run, an excellent way to come back from a vacation. It's the game being kind, and nothing going horribly wrong. But we can't just leave it at that now, can we? What if we were to get a forget-me-now? What if? You know? Because then we'd have to redo everything. We'd have to do it all over. So let's get all the stuff we need, and then get on with doing the chest again. What do I want to see from that? I don't even know. Let's do it. Okay, lard actually ruins my Polaroid invincibility, but I'll do it. It's also another speed down. Technology 2 is a significant damage down. I'm not interested in it. Guess I'll take the shears, though, and I don't take Pinky Eye anymore. That's not Pinky Eye. That's Peeper. The Peeper. I don't take the Peeper anymore. It's pushed one too many of my bombs, and I no longer like it. We're not friends anymore. Alright. So I need a half heart again. I no longer have a D6, so it doesn't... Like, I don't need to maximize that. So the speed of the body that comes off... Also, we have flight now, but we already had flight. Anyway, the speed of the body that comes off when we use the shears is tied to our speed, which is interesting. So if we're really fast, it's really fast. If we're really slow, it's pretty slow. I don't know if it has the exact same speed as us, probably, but I don't know. So we'll just do this again, and it'll be a grand time. Come on. There we go. Thought so. So this, I mean, obviously this makes it even better of a run to come back to. Because everything, even the last thing that doesn't usually happen, went my way. And I like that. So the relic gives us a soul heart drop after every 5 rooms, and that's pretty sweet. Polaroid probably doesn't matter to keep, and I can just take the Pinky Eye. It's not Pinky Eye. Wait, yes, that's Pinky Eye. I could take Pinky Eye, and I believe that does work with technology, just not technology 2. So I could do that. Probably not going to. I don't know why. I just feel comforted having the Polaroid. Okay, why don't you all, not y'all, why don't you all just blow yourselves up? And I just mean not y'all for me. You can all say y'all if that's your thing. Okay, just don't hit me. Can't really afford that too much. Alright, I'll get back to full health. Which fork do we take? Who knows? Hey, don't mess with me too much, Super Sloth. Is now the moment where we could finally get a bomb buff? Because that'd be cool. Our body from the shears, by the way, does not take our... doubles our keys. Does not take our poison from the virus. That would be wild, though, wouldn't it? We could get a Yum Heart here, which is, like, completely not what I want. And no, you can't use the Forget Me Now, walk into something the same way you can with the telepills or a teleport, because that's just not how it works. It's instant rather than delayed like telepills or something. It's instant. You do not have that opportunity. So I can't bring the D6 with me. I wish I could. And I would if I could, but I can't. It's not up to me. And I'm pretty sure that you don't even have one frame. It's not like, oh, just do it more perfectly. I'm like completely certain that you just can't do it. So, yeah. I'm also definitely not taking chocolate milk when I have this much fire rate. That would be no fun to use. I'm not about to do it. Sure, the pills are good, so I could at least get something. Luck down, alright. I could at least get something worth having. Like, I guess, luck down. I was hoping more for balls of steel, as I believe we do have maxed out tiers, so that wouldn't have helped. But balls of steel. Come back, Pestilence. And yes, Pestilence will come back. No need to worry. But if he didn't, I could have left through the secret room. So it wouldn't have been run over, which can happen. Guardian Angel is finally another orbital. More orbital velocity for everything. Orbital speed, I guess. Whatever. It doesn't actually matter. And actually, last time I said orbital speed, the argument came up that speed has no direction, but an orbit is constantly changing direction. But when you think about omega, that's orbital speed, or it's orbital velocity or something. Maybe I said orbital velocity, and it's like velocity is directional and direction's constantly changing, but omega is orbital velocity or something. It's one of the two. I don't remember. It's been a while since I took physics. But either way, it's fine whichever way I said it that other time. I don't know which one it is anymore. That's okay. I don't need to know. One of these days you'll die. There you go. Good job. Oh, hello, Bloat. Fancy meeting you here. Nope. Ah, you're almost dead. I got this. Oh wow, cool, we get 2 soul hearts. The reason I didn't take the sack of pennies is because that would make the relic drop even less often, and there's no reason I'd want that. It doesn't give me a helpful drop. It doesn't help me in any way. It only actively detriments me. I'm just going to do this last room because I can. Okay. And I guess I'll use the shears, of course. Where are you? Ah. Mini mush, sure, why not? Speed up, range doesn't actually matter. And no thank you. Okay, so yeah, I don't even need to play that. So let's do this. Get it done. Also, I didn't run in there and do a little bit of poison damage, but now I did. Okay, so we do have 2 orbitals. We're a little more protected, but we're still going to get hit. Obviously. Oh, good, we got hit again. Oh, I didn't even get the poison in, and then I got hit again. It's okay. This can't go so catastrophically wrong that I die, pretty much. Fact. Boom. That time we're actually done because we didn't and couldn't get another Forget-Me-Now. So that's the run. Like I said, perfect for the return from a vacation and back into video production and everything. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that dispelled any worries that I was still going to be playing particularly badly. I think I played pretty well. But I also did get a very convenient setups for a lot of things. But I wasn't making a lot of the mistakes I was before. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.